What's up, my fellow nerds? I'm Abe.
And I'm Bear.
And you're watching The Nerd Talk Show. All right, so today we are here with our first ever episode of Nerd Talk Marvel Madness.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, we are super excited to talk about this one, of course, because we got some juicy Marvel stuff to talk about. Good and bad, unfortunately. But hey, if you haven't been to the channel yet, you haven't seen our new intro video, you may not know what the hell's going on with this. So obviously we're bringing Nerd Talk back, but each of Nerd Talk's sort of episodes will be spread across different Nerd Talk series where we are focusing on main franchises such as Marvel with this episode, as well as Star Wars and some other awesome ones that we're really excited to tell you about in the near future. So you guys got to be checking out the channel because you will be seeing those series pop up. So what the plan is we're going to be doing, hopefully, one episode at least every week. Now, each episode is going to be from a different franchise. However, like Marvel, we'll be doing Marvel once a month. So if you guys are big Marvel fans and you want to specifically see the Marvel content, come back once every month. You'll see a brand new episode of Marvel Madness. So that's how we're kind of doing things to kick off. Hopefully, we're going to do even more episodes in the future. But this is how we're doing it because we're going to be more... We're going to have more chance to talk, more chance to kind of dive into certain topics more passionately, and hopefully get the conversation more engaging. Right. So, would you like to introduce our topics?
Alrighty. This is going to be real good in that. So, the topics that we have for today is going to be amazing. So, we're going to end up doing some Deadpool 3 hype. Woo! I cannot wait. The movie schedule for 2024. The Defenders are canon.
You don't have no idea how excited I am about that one.
The Kang problem. Ooh. And then our theories. Yeah. It's gonna be huge.
And there's one we forgot to talk about, which is how we're going to start this video off. We're going to be talking about What If Season 3.
Yeah.
Guys, What If Season 3. All right, this one's a short one because we just got a couple of little things to talk about. Obviously, you guys know that we just finished What If Season 2 just this past month in December. And hey, it was awesome. I think we both agree that it was quite awesome. Obviously, we'll be doing reviews. Check out our channels. You guys know please get in that description box because you can find that link tree where you can find each of our individual channels, Mr. Lincoln Strikes Back and The Bear Essentials. And you guys are going to want to go check those out because we will be doing awesome reviews and other really special content coming up soon. But anyway, that little plug aside, let's actually talk about What If Season 3. Because it looks like, because of Marvel, I think it was maybe the same day or the day after the finale episode premiered. We got an instant trailer for Season 3. Now, it wasn't quite your normal trailer. It was basically a sneak peek of an episode where we got to see Winter Soldier and Red Guardian teaming up. And it kind of looks like it might be a sequel to the 80s episode from Season 2. Might be, because it looks like the same exact time period.
Right.
But yeah, I was like, oh, wow, okay, they're showing us this much already. And then Marvel also posted some screenshots that teased some really interesting stuff, including a Gundam episode. If you think I'm making that up, it's an official image of like a Gundam style mech with a Captain America shield, and I am beyond curious on what that's about. We also saw a picture of a tease of a episode with Anthony Mackie's Captain America.
Oof.
I'm really, really interested to see what that's going to be about. Plus some other stuff. It looks like it might actually be much closer to being done than we originally anticipated. Like, I figured we probably wouldn't get it for another year or two. Probably, but I'm starting to think it might even be months away, and we just kind of don't know because they aren't making it very clear, but they're showing us stuff that means they've got stuff done.
Right.
So it's gonna be really interesting to see. But that's What If Season 3. Should we talk about the movie we're all excited to talk about? I mean, this is the movie this year, like literally. Which again, we'll talk about that in the topic after this. But Deadpool 3 is the movie that's coming out for Marvel this year. Of course, there's some Sony Marvel stuff, but I think most of us are just kind of tired of that at this point. Because I don't think Madam Web's going to do very well. Again, we're not talking about the schedule right now. Let's talk about Deadpool 3. It is full steam ahead on the X-Men train. I can't wait to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in that comic accurate fucking suit with Deadpool. Like that's like, just seeing that on screen is gonna just make my serotonin levels just skyrocket.
Oh yeah,
just skyrocket.
Just brings a tear to your eye.
It's so good. So good.
The hype is so freaking real right now. It's unfreaking believable.
It's so crazy.
It's just everywhere. Deadpool 3, all these just.
And the best part about this is it is the true beginning of the multiversal collapse with the incursions.
Yeah.
Because we're going to specifically see the X-Men Fox universe be literally destroyed. Because I know you guys have not avoided seeing the one screenshot of Deadpool and Wolverine standing in front of the absolutely destroyed 20th Century Fox logo. Like that just looks nuts, and it's obviously they're in the void. We won't really spoil anything else because there's some other X-Men characters that have kind of been revealed to be in this from the original movies. We're not going to say anything about that in case you haven't seen those. Look, we all know you have seen it, but still, we're trying to be polite here. We're trying to contain some hype because look at this movie. What are some X-Men characters you would really like to see in this? If you had some highlight characters, you'd be like, oh, I'd love to see them again.
You already know I've talked to you about it before, and that from the X-Men 2, when we got into talking about that, we both said the X-Men 2 was just
it still holds up, man.
Brilliant.
It's so good.
And then you go back and watch it after so many years, and it's like, wow. But
it's so good.
Nightcrawler,
yes.
Nightcrawler. Oh my God, I would love to see again.
Nightcrawler. Man. There's honestly, I'd Storm. Like Storm, come on. Yes. Like, man, in the MCU? Come on, that's going to be so cool. I mean, just honestly, any of the X-Men characters, I'll be happy with. Just genuinely, I don't think there's, and dude, if we get to see Magneto.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
Actually, the main two that I would probably, would between Nightcrawler and Gambit.
Yes, Gambit as well.
Gambit would be just amazing to have.
Which actor would you like to see playing Gambit?
Ooh, I don't know. That's hard. That's hard.
It would be really interesting if they finally gave Channing Tatum his time to shine, because that man's been trying to do a Gambit thing for forever, and he just constantly gets shut out from doing it. It'd be kind of fun if he just shows up, even for a joke. It would be fucking awesome.
It would be funny,
especially because that's super Deadpool-y. So, that'd be incredible too.
I think my biggest excitement though is, for now until we see it or see anything else pop up about other ones, but just being able to see Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman.
Oh yeah.
Together,
just those two together,
Deadpool
finally.
And Wolverine. Yep. It's just going to be,
especially in the suits they got, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just going to be brilliant. Brilliant. Both of them are brilliant individuals, and it's just I know damn well they're going to work absolutely amazing together on this. And just,
definitely.
Oh, I can't wait. I just can't.
Now, again, we've already talked about this a little bit, but let's get into it much more specifically. what the is Marvel's movie schedule this year? Because
The fuck?
yeah, like for real. Obviously, we gotta mention we've talked about it a little bit on the channel before already. We had some huge strikes.
Yeah.
The WGA and SAG both went on strike at the same time,
Yeah.
and that delayed a lot of stuff. So we figured our schedule is going to be a little bit light this year. But I don't think we anticipated Deadpool 3, Echo, and maybe Agatha being the only Marvel projects to come out all year long.
Yeah.
We have Captain America 4 that was delayed, the Thunderbolts that were delayed, Blade that was delayed, Fantastic Four was delayed, Daredevil Born Again was delayed, Ironheart was delayed, and it looks like almost all of those are actually coming out next year, which is, So you're going to go from a year with one movie to a year with 6 movies. Which, look, I'm not going to complain because we all know right now Marvel, not everybody has agreed that everything that has come out recently has been their favorite. There have been some projects lately that people really aren't happy with, especially critics apparently, which is really interesting because critically these movies have not been doing well, and unfortunately 2 of the 3 main Marvel movies that came out last year, I almost said yesteryear. When is that? Flopped. They flopped. They didn't make money at the box office. Guardians was the only one that made box office money, which sucks, man. It's like, wow. But so Marvel's responding. They're taking their time, and if they think it sucks, they're saying no to it and starting over. We are seeing that very, very clearly with Captain America 4 and Daredevil, because the Daredevil had about 6 episodes shot, and they were like, nope, this ain't good enough. Start again. They changed out writers, and they did some other stuff that I'm really excited about. We're gonna talk about in the next section. But yeah, Daredevil is completely started over again. Captain America 4 started over again. Fantastic Four is about to be in production finally. Finally. Blade, they're finally happy with the script after 5 writers. Took 5 writers. Woof. But hey, they were like, yeah, now this is a script. Now let's make this into a movie. So they're finally doing that. So we're getting a Marvel that's going, hey, we hear you. We're gonna do better.
Yeah.
That is always an upside.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Time.
Yes, I'm a little disheartened that I'm not gonna get enough Marvel this year, but I know the one thing we're gonna get this year is gonna kick ass, and then I know that next year we're gonna have even better products because they took their time and because they rewrote and because they reshot stuff.
Yeah.
And I am very, very, very pleased with that.
Yeah.
And speaking of, do you want to start talking about our next topic? You want to introduce this one? Because they made a decision this year that made me so happy. Oh man, I'll let him introduce this, but I gotta say, this is the happiest I've been since things ended with a certain company a few years ago. Yeah.
So,
yeah. Gosh.
Let's talk about the Defenders.
Yes. The Defenders. Thank you, Echo.
Canon?
Yes. You kidding me? Yes. Netflix Defenders are canon. Oh, I'm so excited about this. I remember when they started canceling these shows on Netflix, and I remember I remember passing around. I will be the first to admit that I was really brutal to Netflix about this whole situation, because I was saying hashtag save Daredevil and hashtag fuck Netflix. I will be the first to admit it, that I was putting that on every damn post that I possibly could, because I was angry. And then Marvel's like, hey, we're going to bring Charlie Cox back. I'm like, hey, we're going to bring Vincent D'Onofrio back. And then they started popping up in Hawkeye and in Spider-Man, and I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And then now they made it official. One of the press junkets for Echo, they made it canon. They decided they're canon. That's that. Then what did they do? Disney Plus. Man.
Yeah, Disney Plus ended up officially adding each Defender show to the MCU timeline. And it's
official canon. Official canon.
Official. It's
Official.
freaking beautiful.
Once it hits that Disney Plus like actual timeline order,
right.
That's official. That means it's sacred timeline.
Yes.
We're not talking about it's canon in the multiverse. No. This is canon to the main timeline. This happens in Phase 3 during the Infinity Saga. And now all of those characters can come back, all the original actors who played them, and it makes me so excited. It makes me so happy and so excited. I tell you what, and the big part is,
I'll tell you what though, and that basically in that things have been stated that Daredevil Born Again rehired Karen and Foggy actors to return, and the stunt coordinator of original shows.
Are you kidding me? Yes! That means we're going to get some awesome one-shots.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah. So for the first time since this show was announced, I am no longer... Oh no. Oh, man, they better do it right. No. I'm like, they're doing it right. They're actually bringing back the actors. It went from a new Daredevil soft reboot show to, hey, guess what? Everything in Daredevil is officially canon. Oh, and I almost forgot, the guy who played Bullseye in Season 3 is also coming back. So that means we're getting Kingpin, Bullseye, plus Foggy and Karen are coming back. Original actors.
Ooh.
Dude, I can't. Daredevil, it is not Born Again. It's Season 4, baby. We're getting Season 4.
Yes.
Everybody rejoice a little bit. Now, of course, still be cautiously optimistic because we don't know what it's actually going to turn out to be. But the fact that they were like, hey, we need the guy who did all those hardcore gritty stunts to come back, and they actually got him to come back.
Yeah.
And then they got all of the original actors, plus they're very obviously continuing the story with Bullseye, which is my number one ask, because I was like, dude, that he was so good as Bullseye, and we just made him like officially Bullseye at the end. Oh, I can't wait for that. Yeah, dude,
beautiful.
Daredevil. I mean, anybody who knows me, that is what I consider the golden standard of superhero television. Like, truly, like it was such an incredible show. I was so devastated when they said it was done, but now we get it back, man. This is yes.
Oh yeah, soon as he even found out about this, he was just like,
bear.
Oh yeah,
bear.
He called me.
Guess
goes,
what?
Oh my god. Guess what? I'm like, what?
What?
And he told me. I'm like, oh my god.
He was like, yeah, dude. It's just relieving, isn't it? It's just relieving. It's so nice. And we kind of need that because of this next topic.
Yeah. Ooh.
Woof.
Yeah.
When this whole thing started before the trial, I tell you what, I'm like, oh, damn it. It really hurts because this actor has done an unbelievably good job in this series so far, every time he's appeared, he's done an incredible job. And I'm sitting there like, please, please, please be innocent, please, because if you aren't, well, we officially got the results of the trial. Jonathan Majors, who plays Kang the Conqueror at the MCU, was found guilty on, I think, 2 of the 3 something like that. About more than half.
2 out of the 3 of the assault charges.
Yes. And he is going to seek a repeal.
Yeah.
But A, that doesn't mean he's going to win. And B, that doesn't mean he's going to be coming back.
Right.
Because Marvel very, very, very clearly, again, so we've had a situation where Marvel has acted too fastly in the past with James Gunn. He's like, oh, he made some questionable tweets way when he was younger, and it's not something, obviously it doesn't reflect his character now. And they were like, oh, we're firing him, and then he wasn't going to do Guardians 3 anymore. And then, obviously, that changed because Marvel's like, all right, we acted too rashly, we're sorry. This time they were smart. They were like, we're going to wait until the trial's done, and then we're going to find out the results of this before we say we're done with you. Well, trial came through. Guilty verdict. Marvel promptly, within like an hour of the results coming out publicly, dropped him. Just like that. Which dramatically changes things, because if you don't so there's a lot of questions right now. A lot of reports are saying that Avengers 5 is no longer called the Kang Dynasty. The Kang Dynasty. So we're just calling it Avengers 5 right now, and I have some theories on that. We'll get into that in a minute. But yeah.
All of the saga shifting, all of it, the whole entire multiverse saga.
Yeah, because they're gonna have to create a little bit of distance. They can't just immediately bring that character right back into focus, because even if they recast, we're gonna be like, oh yeah, Kang. We're gonna be thinking there. We're gonna be like, ugh, Jonathan. Ugh. It leaves a little bad taste in everybody's mouth, because again, it's just the entire situation is just shitty. So we're going to think about that when we see that character. However, this doesn't mean that character is done. A lot of people are like, oh, the character is just done. Now, I think that character will likely pop up again. I think he even may still play a big role. But his role is definitely going to be reduced, because they're probably going to take some time. And they're more than likely going to recast. I'm going to say that right now. They're likely going to recast. But I think Avengers 5 is going to turn out a bit different than the original expectation. Which, by the way, I didn't realize this, but Avengers 5 is literally going to start filming at the end of this year. So we're still getting that in 2026. Yeah. It's not coming out in 2025, but it'll be like 2026. So again, Secret Wars, everybody's like, oh, it's probably going to be 28, 29 before it comes out. No, I think it's going to be like 27. I'm going to say 2027 is still kind of that main kind of focused release date. But we'll see. We'll see. We gotta talk about that a little bit. Yeah. But before I get into my crazy ass theories that are just packed with stuff to talk about, I gotta let Bear do some talking, because I know he's got some theories. I'm sure he's got some ideas that he would like to talk about. But I got some juicy shit to talk about, and I got some awesome little plugs at the end here too to talk even more about theories. All right, you got something to kick this off with, or?
I had some thoughts on Avengers 5. Like, I don't know. When I was kept thinking, because the CGI has become so massive and so good that, like, literally you could look at a character and you barely can even tell they're CGI anymore. So I mean, that's another big thought I had with this whole coming up with the actor of Kang and everything, and that instead of recasting things like that, maybe they'll do some kind of CGI thing. You know,
It could, yeah.
to try and pull it together in some kind of way. But I don't know. For me, in that it hit pretty hard when I found out about all that. It's like, oh great, here we go. There's just some other kind of wall that's just gonna get in the way of all this, all this shit and everything.
Fun.
But yeah, I don't really have too much. Like that's
What do you think they're gonna announce at Comic-Con? Comic-Con's coming up, July.
Yes.
July is huge for Marvel,
Yes.
okay? Because we've got Comic-Con and Deadpool 3 in the same month. Oh. So what do you think? What do you think they're gonna announce? What do you think they're gonna talk about? You think they're gonna give us a new like a Avengers 5 title, or do you think what do you got? What do you
Possibly, yeah. Possibly they are gonna probably announce a new title if they do come up with another one for
Any
that.
certain characters you want to see get their own movie or something?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Hey, that's okay, because I have some ideas.
We all know you have ideas.
Would you like to hear some of my crazy ass ideas?
Sure.
Avengers 5. Let's start with that. How about that?
Okay.
Let's start with Avengers 5. Avengers 5 is going to be titled Avengers Time Runs Out. I'm telling you right now, it is going to be Avengers Time Runs Out. I have officially finished getting Volume 2, 3, and 4 to complete my 4-volume collection of the story. Now, if you guys don't know what Time Runs Out, which I can tell by Bear's face, he's like, what is this Time Runs Out you speak of?
Please explain.
So Time Runs Out is the Jonathan Hickman run of Avengers that leads into 2015's Secret Wars. This is the origin of the incursions, watching and counting down to the final incursion that starts Secret Wars. And we get to meet some really interesting characters. And I had thought that, if you're not going to do Kang, why not do something even crazier? Let's up the fucking ante, man. Let's do something big, right? If we can't do Kang, if we're not going to do Kang in Avengers 5, we're not going to do Kang Dynasty, let's bring in the Cabal. Let's bring in a multiversal version of Thanos. Let's get Namor. Let's get, because we've already had him introduced. Yeah. Let's get Dr. Doom. Come on. You guys know it. Let's also get, we could even get a multiversal version of Magneto in there. We could get a bunch of awesome classic build. We could bring a multiversal version of Ultron back. Bring the classic big bad villains. Bring them together as the Cabal and have them basically come from a different universe.
Yeah.
Where their universe just got destroyed by an incursion, and they come to 616 trying to claim 616 as their own. And that's the plot. And then the Avengers realize at the end of this that they were so caught up fighting these bad guys that they missed that the final incursion was beginning. And we are here at Secret Wars. That's my theory for Time Runs Out, because obviously that's kind of the story of Time Runs Out. Again, I'm playing a little fast and loose with some of the details. But yes, I think it will be, because again, it's about the incursion storyline, right? I feel like you got an idea. Did you just get an idea? I'll let you hit me with that idea.
Just something I would actually honestly feel like it's something that they would do.
Sure.
But at the same time, not totally sure, but it's something I wouldn't mind actually seeing. Is the Abomination.
Oh,
right?
Okay. Sure, yep.
But on the good side.
Ooh, yeah. Yes.
The Abomination on the good side. Working side by side, with the Hulk, and
that'd be cool, actually. Yeah. Well, I think we could get to add even further to that, because in Captain America 4, I'm pretty damn sure with since they recasted. Oh, dude. Also, I love the fact that they recasted Thaddeus Ross with the amazing Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Like, what, man? Without William Hurt's passing was like, oh man. But getting Harrison Ford to come to replace him?
Yeah.
Good job, Marvel. That is a classy pick. That is great.
Yes.
And I cannot wait to see him become Red Hulk.
Oof.
Imagine Hulk, She-Hulk, Abomination, Red Hulk, and Hulk's son Scar.
Yep, Scar. Yep.
All together in the Avengers movie. That's gonna be a fucking badass moment. I don't care what you thought about the She-Hulk show. You could completely hate that damn show, but you goddamn know when that comes out, when those 5 characters come together to kick some ass in a moment of Avengers movie, you're gonna be like, yeah, that was pretty cool.
That'd be one of them, like, okay,
Yeah.
here's a group of here's this group of this area doing this battle. Here's another group, and here's the group with freaking Abomination and all that together.
Yeah. Oh.
Just
Yeah. That would be so damn cool. Okay, now I want to pose this idea here. I've been working on this idea for a long time, and now I know that it's changed, that I'm still going to tell you guys my original theory. Kang was never the bad guy.
yeah.
Kang was never supposed to be the bad guy. And I'm going to tell you that now, and I still think it's going to happen. I think Doctor Doom is still going to become God Emperor Doom in Secret Wars. And this will not be his that's his villain arc. That's his whole arc. He's the ultimate big bad. No, he is the ultimate big bad of Secret Wars. But it is the beginning of his journey, not the conclusion. I will go into more about this and my original theory and my new theories for the Secret Wars Multiverse Saga storyline in a new series on my channel that I call, obviously, it's Lightning Round Theories, but it's called Lightning Round Theories, Time Runs Out, a prelude to Secret Wars, where I'm going to be breaking down tons and tons of theories leading up to Secret Wars that are very, very specifically about the grand storyline that Marvel is trying to tell, and kind of my thoughts on where the things were going to go and where they are going to go. But hey, I got a couple more things here while we're still in the theory section. Let's talk about Comic-Con. I think we're gonna get a Young Avengers movie announcement. And you guys know why. And on top of that, I also think we're probably going to get... Well, we know it's coming out, but Marvel's never actually officially announced it. the Wonder Man Disney Plus series. What's his name who plays Black Manta in the Aquaman movies is playing Wonder Man in this series. So that's going to be really interesting. So I think we'll get an official announcement of that. I think we could get some X-Men, some surprise X-Men announcements too.
Yeah, that.
Because there's still probably 5 or 6 unannounced things from Phase 6 that Marvel never announced. So I think we're gonna get those. I think we're gonna get some clarification on sort of the things that are happening and kind of leading to Secret Wars.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to get those kind of big announcements at Comic-Con, which means you guys better be ready because we're going to be doing one hell of a live show, Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're going to be doing an epic live show for Comic-Con because that's going to be... Oh, we're going to be nonstop talking about that one.
A lot.
Oh, a lot. Whew. All right. Damn. There we go. That was our first Marvel episode. And there's still more to talk about. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that nuts? We got more to talk about. So you're going to have to come back and join us next month in Marvel Madness episode 2 because we're going to be talking about plenty of stuff. I really, really want to get into talking about the epic stuff they're doing with Kingpin, the Devil's Reign storyline that they're bringing in. I can't wait for Mayor Fisk. Oh, and the Defenders, of course, coming back. That's going to be epic and just crazy. So, hey, thank you guys for watching so much. We appreciate it. You made it to the end here. We appreciate you guys so damn much. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. But hey, get down in that description box because we gotta talk. You guys gotta join the Nerd Rage Network in its entirety. We have each of us have our own independent channels that have tons of extra awesome new content.
Yes.
And there's so much other stuff that's coming. We're expanding the team. We're getting a studio. We're making big advancements this year in 2024. And we're so excited.
Big.
So excited, guys. We can't wait to get just into the nitty-gritty and the fun. It's going to be epic. So, hey, I've been Abe.
And I've been Bear.
And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.